Get asked all the time, should I ride on the balls of my feet, in the arches of my feet? The answer is context. Why, when, and what for? Okay, so let's look at it. If I'm on the balls of my feet, okay, in order to get to the rear brake, what do I need to do? I've got to lift my foot, which is transferring weight across the handlebars, and go for my rear brake, okay? So I've got to find it. And often new riders, when they used to be on the balls of their feet, I see them going, oh, where is it? And if you've ever missed the rear brake before, that is a clear indication that you're riding on the balls of your feet and the transition to your brake needs some work, okay? I'll teach a lot of riders, and this is a big one from trials, that when we're going slow, technical environment, we don't want to be on the balls of our feet. For that reason, that we don't have speed and we don't have stability. We're literally going to be, you know, if we're on the balls of our feet in first gear, trying to ride around the end of that fallen tree, how do we use our brakes? We're forced to use the front brake, or we've got really poor feel. And often when I see newer riders trying to find the back brake, what will happen is they'll move their foot too far forward. Now you can see there's so much foot over the brake and it's right up on the heel. That what happens is that's a very heavy feel. So they can't really just measure it nicely. It's just crunch. And that turns into stalling the bike and locking up and skidding the bike. It's something really common with novice riders when they haven't been shown or experienced in transitioning your foot movement nicely and efficiently. Okay, so the balls of your feet versus, I call it home base. Arch of your feet, great spot for home base, for all of our slow work, for cornering, for trail braking, and then more advanced skills. If we're learning how to wheelie and pop the front wheel up, we need to have our foot in home base. If we're trying to wheelie or do something at the last minute, we're moving our feet around, it's a variable that could really bring you unstuck. And if you don't know that's happening, then that's what coaches are for. That's what I generally spend quite a bit of time on, is people just say, oh, I keep stalling the bike, or I keep locking it up going down hills. So downhills become very scary because they've only got the front brake feel. And that's not a great asset. On a big heavy bike, if we're only trusting the front, that can lead to very scary moments, especially if we've still got ABS on. It kicks off and boom, 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 boom. You're picking up speed, going downhill, no skills here, it's locked up, skidding, clutch is in, front brake's on, but the ABS is just taking off down the hill. Not ideal, okay? So the basis of getting control for long, nice downhills is good rear brake feel, and foot position's a key point, okay? So we're either home base, where the rear brake is always right next to your toe, okay? In home base, it's always right next to your toe. You don't have to go looking for it. And we can get it mid-turn and in all these other fairly advanced techniques of wheeling and popping the front wheel up and bring it back down again. Or we can load the back wheel and then release the rear brake and have instant drive. So there's a whole range of very experienced techniques that we can work, and the rear brake can be as functional as your clutch if we have good feel and good control, okay? So, balls of our feet, I say third gear and above. That's for fast riding and when we're flowing and we're going much quicker. It's also really essential for big long hill climbs. We don't need the rear brake a lot when we're committing to a big long hill climb, do we? So moving to the balls of your feet means that you can actually spread out your body positioning, means that we're actually loading the back wheel at the right time and helping the traction as well. And we've got our ankles that can work as suspension. So they're all key elements that work in the right context, okay? So it's not everywhere, every time, always on the balls of our feet. Arch of our feet home base works for very technical environments, slow, creek crossings, anything under third gear, you'll find that that home base works in a much, much better place. And overall, if you've got good feel and you're efficient with the transition, it's probably less of a question. But if you're skidding, the bike's taking off and you haven't got confidence down hills, come and see us. That's what we're here for. Okay? Hopefully that helps.